Prime Minister Mark Carney is making a trip to Prince Rupert on Tuesday to meet with coastal First Nations, and that meeting comes after a pretty rocky end to 2025 with relations between the group and the Prime Minister. Coastal First Nations works with 9 First Nations to protect BC's coast and the natural resources there to kind of have a say in how they're maintained. The group was angered by their exclusion in talks between Alberta and Ottawa on a pipeline memorandum of understanding that was signed late last year. And that memorandum opens the doors for a pipeline to BC's coast, which would directly affect their member communities. To make matters worse for coastal First Nations, Natural Resources Minister Tim Hodgson, in a TV interview, when asked why he didn't meet with those First Nations, said that he could have done it on Zoom. He was forced to apologize for those remarks because the coastal First Nations took issue with that, and he said that he would meet with them at their earliest convenience. That appears to be now, and it'll be a time for the federal government to reset those relationships that didn't start out with the best foot forward. Chief Marilyn Slutt of Coastal First Nations has been an outspoken critic of a potential tanker ban moratorium being lifted on BC's coast to accommodate for this pipeline. And they've warned the province of Alberta and Premier Danielle Smith that they will not let that tanker ban go away. And they've issued the same warning to the federal government. Every time I talk to First Nations leaders who are meeting with the Prime Minister, they always tell me the Prime Minister needs to come in here with firm commitments about what our relationship will look like going forward. And if you're asking us to be opening the doors for development, what impacts will that have on our communities and what benefits will our community members see? Coastal First Nations doesn't want to speak to media ahead of the meeting, but I expect that to happen tomorrow. We'll kind of get a rundown of what transpired between the leaders and coastal First Nations.